In this video, we'll explain how to change your line numbers, your layer names, and then we'll look at some advanced features and functions for fitting pipe in Kohera3D piping. So to change your line numbers, click on the pipeline list. Select the line number you wish to change. In this case, we'll take line 02 and change that to line 03 and click OK. We can see here under Pipeline Explorer that has been changed to line 03. For layer names, click on the layer button. That will open the layer palette. Now you'll notice here this also reads line 01 and line 02. And that's because our layer names currently match the line list. So if we look here under line number, here's line 01, layer is also line 01, and then here's the one that we just changed to line 03, and that layer still reads line 02. So select the layer name, and we'll change this one to also read line 03. Now, unlike the pipeline list that has an OK button, the layer palette does not. After you've changed your layer name, either press Tab or enter on the keyboard, and that will update and change that layer name for you. So now let's look at piping fit to pipe points. I'm going to select the point in the scan data. I'm going to press Z to do a spotlight. Under Home, I need to change the shape to a selection tool. In this case, I'll just use the box select. And I'm going to select points and fit a pipe to those selected points. So go back to piping, fit to pipe points. Now I'm going to do something that's incorrect on purpose here. As we can see, we have a cylinder that does not represent this section of pipe. It is way too big. So let's go back to Home, and under Selection Visibility, we'll change that to Selected. And if we look around here, we'll see that we've selected some points that were behind this section of pipe. So this command here, fit to pipe points, included all of this data in trying to fit that cylinder. So we need to get rid of some of these points. So while we're still under the shape tool here, the box select, this time I'm going to hold down Control on my keyboard, drag a box, and that will deselect those points. And we want to be as accurate as we can, so I'm going to get rid of these as well. We'll go back to piping and fit to pipe points. And we can see that now we have a 10-inch diameter, which is what this pipe is. Before we hit accept, I'm going to go back to the Home tab, change the selection visibility to all. Now we need to clear this selection here, and you can only do so if you're using one of these tools. You cannot be in the point mode. So while we're still under box select, I'm going to clear my selection, switch to the point. I'm going to select a point on the pipe here, and then click extend to extend that pipe. And then now we'll change the line number and click accept. So as you can see, fitting pipe to a selection of points requires multiple tasks to complete, which is why I consider this an advanced method for fitting pipe. This is best used for conditions where the fit pipe at seed method, here, where that method doesn't have enough scan points to produce a cylinder fit, and also for pup pieces where the section of pipe in the scan data is very short in length. Something like what you see right here. All right, so I'm going to select that section of pipe and let's delete that. And now let's take a look at constrained to global axis. So I'm going to start by creating a fresh cylinder fit. Here we have constrained to global axis. Let's see exactly what that does. Under the Home tab, Standard Views, I'm going to move to a left elevation or orthographic view. Let's zoom in. And I just want to point out the edge of this pipe and the edge of this scene window. We can see that the pipe is at a slight slant. So by checking constrained to global axis, that will actually straighten up the pipe so that it follows the X, Y, and Z axis here. So I'll leave that there and click Accept. Next, let's look at some additional piping systems. So I'm going to start by deleting that pipe. We'll go back to Project Explorer, and under Pipe Models, let's create a new pipelines. And this one, I'm going to call it BWTS, Ballast Water Treatment System, and we'll click Accept. So now we have pipelines, and then we have BWTS. Under Piping, Pipeline List, I'm going to select the Ballast Water Treatment System, and we'll create a new line, and I'll just call this one BWTS01, and let's make that one yellow. So now when I fit a cylinder, I have a separate system I can choose from. Let's select that same line number and click Accept. So we can actually have two separate independent piping systems, two different DXF files that can be imported into a piping program such as CADWorks, Plant3D, basically anything that supports the DXF file format.